it has significant impact on the ability of the organization to innovate, the ability of the organization to adapt to changing market conditions, the ability of the organization to become more productive. Actually, we found that organizations who were great at systemic business analytics were able to innovate 8 times more than those who were just doing regular reporting or even, let's call it traditional people analytics. 9 times more able to adapt to change. So this is no longer a project of the HR team. This is no longer a thing that should be on the mind of the CHRO alone. The people analytics team, for example, needs to get very empowered in a variety of ways to be able to create this coalition, bringing together not just all the siloed HR teams together, but also the business teams together. It calls for a full-front collaboration between the CHRO, the chief of marketing, the chief of sales. Everyone who has data in the organization needs to come and sit together, combine those data, and revolve all the analysis around what is the problem we are solving for. We actually uncovered that the biggest differentiating factor for organizations who are great at people analytics is the fact that they go away from traditional doing analysis for analysis' sake and applying it to how do we solve a critical business challenge using people and business data combined. And this is exactly what we're calling systemic business analytics, that we're seeing the organizations at the higher maturity level actually focused on. High-performing organization is that they don't see data as gold hidden in some specific area of the organization that only our team or our area needs to safeguard for. They look at data and information as a lake available to the entire organization, and the leadership and the executive teams are also looking for ways to remove barriers or impediments. Maybe it's technology-related barriers, maybe it's complexity in terms of the data architecture, maybe it's about people not knowing where the data sits so they don't take them into consideration. So leadership is very deliberate about removing those barriers and bringing all the information together, available to everyone within the organization. If the business intelligence team wants some HR-related data, they don't even need to go ask HR because they're available in a democratized way that they can access it anytime they feel like tapping into that.
So we saw when organizations use tools like Visier, for example, of course they get better in the technical analytics and the data management, what you would expect, but they're also better actually of having the right capabilities, of having data storytelling capabilities, for example, with HR people, but then also with managers, enabling managers to understand data and analytics and tell business stories on that. So it lifts the maturity of people analytics overall, not just in the tech area, not just in the data and in the analysis area. That was very exciting to see for me, that all these other areas of organizational capabilities, of preparing HR, for example, preparing managers, democratizing data, all of those kind of things get lifted too when organizations use a tool like Visier.